Let's have a look at My Friends working up on the outside of stablemate Queen Force. My Friends carries the 496 saddlecloth number, a former Singapore galloper. First up since November of last year. Now from the Peter Lee yard, and Reuven will take the ride. My Friends goes around in race 1 and draws barrier 2 in the Sunrise Handicap, the first of the day. Sun Tzu coming off a last start third in the race won by Louis Veloci going back to last Saturday. Sun Tzu will be ridden by S. Saddam. He goes around in race 1, the Sunrise Handicap, as we look at the replay from last week. It is still Louis Veloci in front though, trying hard to reel in the margin. Mighty Phoenix, he's about 3 lengths away, slowly but surely wearing it down. Here's the winning post though, and Louis Veloci on the downgrade gets the job done and wins the first. It's Louis Veloci from Mighty Phoenix, and third over is Sun Tzu. They were followed by Wasaka. Next across the... Now this is Butch Cassidy. He'll be going around in race number 2 with P. Mogan to ride, coming off an unplaced effort behind Maestro earlier this month. He's had 3 runs this season and was placed when resuming from a spell back in January. That is Butch Cassidy, who goes around in the Mega Heart Handicap there on Saturday. The Lotsky is coming off a last start third over 1,200 metres last weekend. Yusri will take the ride on Saturday. This is Get the Lotsky. States goes for the inside run. Out one, Get the Lotsky and Indomitable Speed. It's still Classic King, the 10-year-old. He's trying to run them off their legs at the 100 marker. Golden States is closing fast, however, with El D'Souza aboard. Golden States hits the lead and wins. Golden States by 3/4 to Classic King. Get the Lotsky ran third, and out deep was Indomitable Speed. They were followed by Top Turf. Now DiCaprio is engaged in race number 3. Form has been down recently, was placed 4 runs ago back in January, and will carry the 52 kgs with CK Tan in the saddle. That is DiCaprio, goes around in the Super Conqueror Handicap. That's race 3. Asian Jet also goes around in race 3 to be ridden by Jackie Trois. Of course, posted a victory back in January of this year and has won 4 from 64 overall. Wasn't far away in the race won by Golden Dragon going back 3 weeks ago, and has been freshened up for Saturday's outing. That is Asian Jet. He goes around in the Super Conqueror Handicap. That's race 3 on the card. Now You Are Special goes around in race 3. Will be first up since the 27th of February, having his 4th run in the country, and wasn't far away behind Star Choice after leading last start. Once again, S. Hafiz will take the ride on You Are Special, and You Are Special goes around in the Super Conqueror Handicap. Now we'll have a look at Sing Darcy, who is working up on the inside of stablemate Emirates Warrior. And Sing Darcy engaged in race number 4 on the program, coming off 2 placings in a row, Sing Darcy, and he draws the pole. He'll be ridden by M. Yusri, and it looks a very good chance of returning to the winner's stall there. Emirates Warrior goes around in race 8, that race over the mile, the recent winner, back to the home track. Emirates Warrior goes around in race 8. So that is Sing Darcy inside of Emirates Warrior. Don't forget, this will be second up in the Flying Phoenix Handicap. Race number 4 does tend to mix his form around a little bit. He was a place getter 2 runs ago behind Asian Jet in early January, and failed to back up in April, 3rd of April, when finishing unplaced over 1,400 metres. Don't forget, this will be ridden by Casey Wong in race 4. Now let's have a look at 5-2-0. That's Artie Mister working up on the outside of a stablemate. Artie Mister hasn't won for a long time, only posting the one victory in its 20-start career. That was back in August of 2019, and AMI's that will take the ride, and Artie Mister goes around in race 4. Now this is Soon You Think, and Soon You Think is working up on the inside of Blue Danube. Soon You Think engaged in race 5, the superb handicap, draws the pole. Yusri takes the ride, and he'll be racing over the mile. He's won at the track and distance previously. Blue Danube is engaged in race 7. Napoleon engaged in race number 6 on the program. Recent form has been down slightly since winning a race here back on the 10th of January. Has got good form over the mile as well. He's won 3 times at the Journey. Napoleon, he'll be ridden by S. Rosmisen and draws barrier 7 in race 6. Magical Park is going around in the Dragon King handicap. That's race number 6 on Saturday. He was well supported in leading all the way over 1,800 metres last week. Let's look at the replay. Magical Park, it's the one to gun down at this stage. It's going well from Glory Age and also Polo Master, but Magical Park is back in winning form today and goes on to win Magical Park. Scores by 2.5. G tight for the Miners, Glory Age or Polo Master. They were followed by further back in the field behind. King Power's engaged in the Wonderland handicap. That is race number 7, and he'll head the weights with Reuven aboard from barrier 3. He did fail over the 1,100 metres last start. He was a winner over 1,200 prior to that. He'll be stepping up to the mile for the first time on Saturday. That is King Power, and he goes around in race 7. Ordos Legend is aiming for back-to-back wins in race number 7 there on Saturday. Yusri will take the ride. He was successful over 1,400 last start. He steps up to the mile. He has been successful on 2 occasions previously over the 1,600 metres as we roll the replay from last week. Boy, Ordos Legend is weaving a passage between the pair, and out wide Fast and Super, Ball and Chain nearer the rail. They're across the track. They've got the Fantastic Eclipse, and Ordos Legend has got to the lead. Ball and Chain coming through on the inside, but Ordos Legend wins the last. Ordos Legend about 2 lengths at the end. Tight go for second and third between Ball and Chain and Bangkok Boy. Out wide on the track is Cracking Toddy. Now the 12-year-old Joyful is going for back-to-back wins there in the 8th on the program. That is the Peak of Perfection handicap. He was successful over the 1,800 metres last start. He'll drop back to the mile this weekend. Let's have a look at Joyful winning last Saturday. Gold Companies were very one-paced at the moment, but My Aim might have stolen it here. Joyful is closing fast and out wide to Great Swift. He's looking for the winning post there, My Aim. Here comes Joyful, and D Great Swift. Joyful hits the lead, and Joyful gets up to win. Scores about a neck on the line, D Great Swift, and third was My Aim. They were followed next across by Purple Rain Lady will be going around in race number 8 with S. Rosmisen aboard. It's coming off a last start second in the race won by Pacific Mystical over the 1,400 and steps up to the mile this time around. Let's have a look at Purple Rain Lady finishing second last weekend. In the yellow colours is joining in out wider. Pacific Mystical, 200 to go. They haven't reached this leader yet. Trying hard Maestro with Purple Rain Lady, but Pacific Mystical keeps on fighting and has kicked away in the closing stages and goes on to win. Pacific Mystical about a length and 3/4 on the line. Tight go for second and third. That was resting between Purple Rain Lady and also Rule the World. Maestro had his chance. Now this is MacArthur. He goes around in race number 9 there on Saturday and will be ridden by R. Reuven, coming off a last start placing behind Limbs Dashing back on the 3rd of April. That is MacArthur. He draws barrier number 8 in race 9. Former New Zealand galloper Ocean Law will be contesting the Enrich Stakes A race. That is race number 9 on Saturday, coming off his heat win in the 4-year-old Malaysia Challenge back on the 4th of April. He's only had the 2 starts in the country, and he'll be going for back-to-back wins. Carries the 52 kgs with Casey Wong aboard. That is Ocean Law.